Here we go. Hey, hi folks, and welcome to another Wednesday. Another happy Wednesday, I hope. And here's me, Raggy, the very epitome of sanity from Malaysia, bringing you worldwide good cheer. Johnny, my bro, Dave, hi. Wow, you guys are quick. Ace, hi man. Wow, haven't seen you for some time. Ace, hope you're doing all right. Yeah. And Bob, good evening. Good evening. What's the flavor tonight? I have no clue. Hang on a minute. Put on one small additional light, Did you notice a little bit of a funny colored light coming in? So, hi Jacob. Good evening. Guys, you guys are in early, or am I late, or are we all just coming in at the same time? But since I haven't started, as usual, I would be very happy if somebody told me if the video and the sound are okay and balanced. If things are okay, then, you guys who are in early, you tell me what's the flavor of the night going to be. Are we going to be retro? Are we going to be bluesy? Are we going to be country? Are we going to be rock? Or are we just going to go crazy? Come on, guys. You decide. I haven't even started the first song, so all cool here. Good evening, Wai Hong. Hope you're doing all right, yeah? I'm Abel. It's good to see you as well. I'm happy to announce that as of this week and probably next week as well, I'm a full-time musician. So Bob, all good. Come on, guys. Somebody's got to tell me. What country, blues, oldies, or what, and then I'll go into that. Otherwise, I might just do something totally silly like some blue, bro. Okay, first guy, some blue, and okay, we'll do a little bit of blues. So let's start off with some light-hearted blues. One of my favorite light-hearted blues is. Yeah, me and my babe, we had this falling out. Let me tell you what it's all about. You want to sell my monkey? Sell my monkey. You want to sell my monkey? That never I do. I hear you, Abel, and I'll follow up with a little bit of country, yeah? So, anybody wants a switch of flavors or whatever, just type in the name of the flavor and I'll see what I can do with that, okay? Try not to request any specific song for the moment. Just let's hit on flavors, and then once we start getting going, if you know that, I do a certain song, then we can do. You want to sell my monkey now? Dave, my bro, we cannot be doing the whole country, man. Chuck the for day business. Sell my monkey. Sell my monkey. Sell my monkey. Sell my monkey. She wants to sell that monkey now. That would never do. Sell that monkey now. I'll never do. Hey. All right, Dave. while we are negotiating, why not? Okay, a little bit more blues. This one is a Raggy blues. Now it's something from one of my albums. It's called, I got no idea what it's called. It's called Trigonometrify the Blues. Yeah, folks, welcome to the music school, where I will teach you all the rules to make you a brilliant star, a genius with all our tools. We got great computers that can trigonometrify the blues. 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 You go to music school. Trigonometrify the blues. Now you know the likes, 11s, octaves. You're ready to go out and celebrate. You can't wait to show the world you're a genius. You're a genius. You got this certificate and it says right here, this Munda, he can trigonometrify the blues. 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 They go to music school. Trigonometrify the blues. You know, back in those days, we didn't even know 3 chords. Never knew what we were playing. We just did whatever felt right. Only stop when the dog starts crying. None of that anymore. Now they trigonometrify the blues. 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 You go to music school. Trigonometrify the blues. Abel, this one is for you. Well, today I started loving you again, and I'm right here where I really began. I got over you just long enough to let my heartaches mend. Then today I started loving you again. What a fool I was to think I could get by with only these million tears I cried. I should have known my crying days had just begun, and the worst was yet to come. Well, today I started loving you again, and I'm really right back where it all began. I got over you just long enough to let my heartaches mend. That today I started loving you again. You painted up your lips and rolled and curly chitted hair. Ruby eye, you contemplate going out for some tetaring. Shadows on the wall tells me the mama shop is closed. Ruby, let's go eat char kway teow. Well, it wasn't me that started that old crazy Asian war. I was proud to go and do my patriotic chore. Guess it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. But Ruby, I still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed. And the warmth and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. Won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. She's leaving now, as I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. If I could move, I'd take my gun and put her to the ground. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Yes, Ruby, for God's sakes, turn around. Oh, Jacob, I got to apologize, Jacob. I don't have the gambler in my repertoire. Wonderful song, and from wonderful movie as well. But I've never sung it. I haven't worked out the lyrics. I should though, shouldn't I? Tell you what, I'll just try to sort of make a mental note of it, or send me a message, and I'll learn it for next week. Okay, I'll learn it for next week. I know the song, just that I don't know the lyrics. And you know me, when I don't I don't know the lyrics, things get horrible. I'll go on a warm summer evening, coming out of nowhere. There's this gambling fellow, lost his cards and went to get some tosai. So you don't want to hear me do the song about gambling. I'll be talking about one lump blackjack and not anything poker. You gotta know when to sing it, know when not to, know when to put your guitar down and tell folks, sorry, I don't know that song. You gotta count your money when you're sitting at the table, but it's pretty difficult when chapati is all you have. So I'll learn the correct lyrics. Otherwise, see, the thing is going to go off on a very horrible tangent, But I shall compensate by giving you a different Kenny Rogers song, if that's okay. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Good to see you, Debbie. Rules of the game today are you type a genre and I sing a song in that genre. You don't give a specific song if possible, unless you know I can do that song. But type a genre and I do that genre. And until somebody types that genre, I won't be switching. So you can like rock, but if you don't say, I won't. Meanwhile, best rendition of the gambler. Yeah, we should probably, while we are on the topic, you see, the trouble is you guys distract me with the things you say, then the mind, it travels. I got that perfect thing. Jacob, how about we change that fellow's occupation? I mean, that fellow is gambling. When we all know this gambling thing is not going to carry people very far, isn't it? So we might... On a cold, rainy evening, he's sitting at the table, thinking how he could be lending money to everyone. This bloody fool moneylender, he's only thinking of his bunga. You don't have to give back the capital. He just wants your interest. 7% for friends, but for you special, he'll charge you 10%, and you still owe him the capital. You can borrow as much as you like, you just keep paying the interest. Cause our friend the money lender will suck you till you're dry. You got to know when to avoid him, know when to run away, know when to tell him, I'm sorry, I don't have money to pay you today. But you count your money like the stupid fellow you are. Our friend the money lender, he's factored everything in. So while you keep getting poorer, the money lender is getting richer, and he's laughing at you and your foolish spending ways. You say your daughter's getting married, he doesn't care if it is to a donkey, because you see he's lending money to the bridegroom too. You got to know when to run away, just every time you see him. But when you come out of your office, you know the money lender's waiting outside. Yes, when you come out of your office, there's no escaping that flow's clutches. But we'll work on either version. We still we learn. No, it's not comedy. This is a Jacob. This is a serious art form we are in. This is a serious art form. What we do is we set ourselves free. We expose ourselves. We expose our souls. Not expose ourselves. Yeah, bro, that one all can get us into a lot of trouble. But we just expose our souls, and then we enjoy this instrument that we play. I don't think people want to go out and have an evening and listen to some guy being too serious about things. So, but it would be nice if some performer were a bit entertaining as well. But people can sort of see through all the bullshit that we do, right? So might as well as just do whatever we feel like doing, And so anyway, nothing that I do is planned, and nobody has said anything about switching genres. So we are still in country. Been riding out one dark and windy day upon a rich rusted as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed easy soul riding through the ragged sky. And up a mighty road. Yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders and ghost riders in the sky. Their brands are still on fire, their hooves are made of steel. The brands are bright and shining, and their hot breath you could feel. Above the field and true, and as it thunders through the sky, he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard the mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. As the riders rode on by, one called out his name. Yo, Dave, if you want to save your soul from a riding on this range, then come and shake your way today, or else you will ride. Try to catch the devil's herd across the endless sky. Chuck their footy, chuck their footy. Ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo, Ghost riders in the sky. Yay! Now if you look at me, can you tell me what you see? Do you see your typical fat bearded Sardarji? If you look at me, I'm hoping you can see a moneylender who just could not be. But I got a fire, I got a fire, I got a fire burning in my soul. You need some fire, you need some fire. You need some fire burning in your soul. You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire burning in your soul. When you face your day, can you tell me how you feel? Are you lost? Your life just a roll? And when you go to do what it is that you do, but you don't really want to? You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire burning in your soul. You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire burning in your soul. You need some fire. You need some fire. You need some fire burning in your soul. Fire. Fire. Fire burning in your soul. Fire. 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 Burning in your soul. Actually, you eat enough chili and you'll find fire burning in your soul, yeah? But oh well, oh well, oh well. All right, oh, it's a bit warm, isn't it? It's a bit warm. It's a bit warm. I gotta have a beer. Excuse me, I'm countryman, it's a beer. You know, as always, good old me, very, very strong religious values. I believe that, if in your mind you have thought of a sinful activity, then you have sinned. So in my mind, I will this to be beer. Wow. Just occurred to me that, water is something we take for granted. Uh, we don't appreciate it until we are running out of it. And then we don't treasure it until we are out of it. Yeah. But water, water. Anyway, for reasons of that. Oh, cool. Okay, here's having a fire burning. Oh, cool. That is, yeah. That's the thing in there. Why Hong? I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I get what actually you're trying to say. You say get some WDM for Ruby to. Ah, God. Okay, then that must be a Malacca joke thing, yeah. Or are you referring to something naughty that I should have done with Ruby a few songs earlier? Of course, that Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers was actually another countryman. He's a Punjabi fellow, and but because he had to make it, he had to make it in the States, right? Make it big there. So he couldn't do like what I did and do all those Sardarji things there. And even that song, that Ruby song, of course, yeah, that actually it was Ruby. The chapati you cook was burned, yeah, Ruby. Chapati you made was burned, but it all got twisted around and he talked about take your love to town and all that, Come on, you go to the Punjab, the nearest town is something like 7 hours walk away, All right, the last request thing that went on there was a Countryman album, and I might end up playing for you the whole bloody Countryman album until somebody types switch of genre. So here's another one from the Countryman album, and it's a slow, simple song. It's called what's it? Are there children in the house? I always worry about that. In the pub shows, very easy. I just look around and say, all you guys, who stopped wearing condoms about like 15 years ago, please get out of the building and then take your offspring with you. But then over here, it's quite difficult to follow rules and regulations. So all I'll do is I'll say that this next song here is a light-hearted, simple song. It's called it's called a toe clapper. Of course. It contains absolutely no naughty words at all. In fact, it doesn't have any lyrics at all as well. Where were you last night? Where were you? Where were you last night? Where were you? This time the hurting is really bad. I never knew I could feel so sad. It's not the empty house, it's not the quiet place, it's just a heartache of being so alone. So where were you last night? Where were you? 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 I came home last night feeling kind of blue. I had a hard day and I needed you. But all that met me was a door, left ajar. Where were you, baby? Where were you? Where were you last night? Where were you? Where were you last night? Where were you? Where were you last night? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Da da da, da da da, da da da, da 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 da, da da da. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, bro. Okay, I think even I'm getting a little bit sick of this countryman nonsense there and there. Why don't we start back right at the very beginning again? The blues guys seem to have gone quiet a bit now already. What's wrong with you guys? Come on, lah, just say day. Biru skit taro, Then we can have an excuse to go back into that, isn't it? Isn't it? So I'm going to do a little bit of the blues now. Earlier on, I think I did the light-hearted ones. So now we'll go back into more standard blues, yeah? This one is called Stormy Monday, yeah? Stormy Monday. Tuesday was just as bad. They call it Stormy Monday, and Tuesday was just as bad. Wednesday's worse, and Thursday's also sad. The eagle flies on Friday, Saturday I go out to play. Eagle flies on Friday, Saturday I go out to play. And Sundays I get down on my knees, 'cause that's the day that I pray. Yeah, they call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday was just as bad. They called it Stormy Monday. Tuesday was just as bad. Wednesday's worse, and Thursday's also sad. I saw her walking down the street, a little girl looked so sweet. I followed her for half a mile, I wanted her to stop and while. You know that I was looking back to see if she was looking back to see if I was looking back at her. She had a yellow golden hair, I wanted to follow her everywhere. She had a wiggle when she walked, I wanted her to stop and talk. So then I was looking back to see if she was looking back to see if I was looking back at her. back to see if she was looking back to see if I was looking back at her. You know that I was looking back to see if she was looking back to see if I was looking back at her. That was an old John Mayall blues thing, yeah. And now something in between the blues and country. Wow. In between the blues and country. Sorry, the mind I got no idea where this is coming from. But the last comment that I saw was Wai Hong's comment. And I thought, how come in all these adventures that I've gone through here, I have never sung a Chinese song? Seriously, yeah? I never ever sung a Chinese song, And I mean, let not the fact, yeah, just the one time me I did, but it's not like a Chinese song, And why haven't I done the Chinese song? Suddenly I thought I saw Wai Hong's name there, in there, and then what is this, and then he's talking about Wantan Mee and all that, and I thought, not fair, is it so? So I thought, come on, just play one Chinese song, so what, And then all this is while looking at the thing, and then I thought, okay, so I'm playing the fool here to see if I can get a few of the chords and remember a melody of a Chinese song. And then I thought, yeah, I knew, This is, Wai Hong, you got to help me here with the lyrics, yeah, you got to quickly type, What's that song, I think the name of the song is Shanghai Beach. So how now? There is, there's a long pun, something like that. Oh, that's one song that goes with that thing, right? So then I remember that many years ago, when we had our dear old Mr. Sami Velu, or is it Professor Sami Velu, or was it Tan Sri Sami Velu, or whatever, in charge of road works and all that, all over my Taman area and all over Malaysia, there used to be a lot of road works going on there. And then some guy came up with this spoof of that, Shanghai Beach song. And then we had this spoof about people always digging up the roads in Malaysia, And the song then became called Lobang Kole. Any of you guys remember that, or am I just imagining a lot of things there? It was Lobang Kole, satu orang tampal, orang lain kole. Lobang Kole, talikom tampal, elelen kole. Hari-hari kole, jalan losa, satu orang tampal, satu orang kole. Lobang kole, satu orang tampal, satu orang kole. So let it not be said that I cannot sing, in multiple language, if anything, I can sing in Chinese. Only thing is I don't know if this is Hokkien or Cantonese. Hali-hali kolek, ini macam mana boleh? Depan rumah ada lubang besar, lubang besar. Ini hali tampal besok orang lain mari kolek. Somewhere there. Yeah. So I think some of you guys might remember that. Yeah, I mean it's just a bit of nonsense fun. Yeah, I can't just be doing the Punjabi jokes all the time only. Yeah, so we got to share. You got to share. Unfortunately, of course, some people will see all of these things as very racial, very racial. And then come on, man, Malaysia, the inherent structure of the country is based on racism. We've got different races, and we cook food, and everybody eats each other's food. So, hey, this is racial integration, but it has to be based on the fact that we have races and all that. Anyway, all in good fun on my side. Never any malice intended, unless I intended. So, oh God, so now where have we gone? We went to the blues and we went to a Chinese song. And then somebody will say, now you have done this Punjabi thing, then you've done this Chinese thing, and you haven't done our Tamil thing. That's the problem also in Malaysia, Seriously, I'm also sometimes amazed at how crazy people take these things. I suppose people of our generation, we sort of like were so used to intermingling that we never had this feeling of being under racial pressure from our peers, Yeah, forget about the later generation of people. When I recall when I was playing in the pubs quite some years ago, we were in this band. My brother Lo might remember this band called Zip Band, and it was a mixed race kind of a band. There was another guitarist who was a Malay guy, and then there was me. The keyboardist was a Chinese guy. One of the lady singers was Sarawakian, and the other lady singer was like Chinese mixed with Malay or something like that. Okay, and so we would sing commercial songs, and we would sing them in many languages. I would just sing the English songs. The Sarawakian girl would sing Hindi songs. And the Chinese keyboardist, he would sing Tamil songs, seriously, And the Malay guy would sing in Thai and a little bit in Chinese as well. So we tried to mix things around. And the thing is, the Chinese guy who was singing in Tamil, he didn't speak Tamil. But we sort of like learned this because, we learned the songs and the lyrics, and we had, for example, the Tamil customers who were friends taught him how to pronounce the words correctly. And then I teach the Sarawakian girl how to pronounce the Hindi words correctly. Occasionally, I would get mixed up a little bit myself because, when the song at that time was that bloody nonsense, Kuch Kuch Kota Hai, So she was listening and said, Raggy, ini lagu dia punya lirik kecil kota hai. I said, no, ini kecut kota hang. And she, oh, macam tu. I said, yeah, listen carefully. It says kecut kota hang. And so she sang that bloody thing. In the Amada Hotel in PJ. And all the customers went, oh, but now who's going to bell the cat and tell the lady what she actually said, And of course, there are always these customers who don't know the language anyway. So they were like, oh, she's got very clear diction. Huh? And then they started, you know, telling other people about this song, and I suppose they would go to other pubs and they would request the song, you know. Itu kecut-kecut kotai punya lagu boleh main kah? You know. So things things went a little bit nuts, okay? Not my fault, not my fault. What can I say? I don't speak Hindi. Just because I'm Punjabi doesn't mean I know this Hindi language. What's that? So anyway, okay, got a letter of reprimand from the hotel management and stuff like that. But you know, since the letter was written in Chinese and I don't read Chinese anyway, so I just ignored it. So okay, coming back to the main thrust of the thing was that we tried to learn songs in different languages. And apart from that one incident with that one song, everything else was smooth. And customers used to compliment us on the fact that we sang in so many languages and we made our presentation not very obvious. In other words, it wasn't me who sang the Hindi song, and it wasn't the Chinese who sang the Chinese song. It will always be somebody from a different race singing that song, but singing it correctly. So one night in this brilliant town in Kedah called Sungai Petani. I know if you have to tell a story, you might as well give the specifics, yeah. Now, Sungai Petani is a very interesting town, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys are from there or not, but in my experience, in more than 30 years of performing, the biggest retards in Malaysia come from bloody Sungai Petani. Whenever there's going to be a weird thing happening, you know, as far as I know, it will happen there. So there we were performing in this hotel in Sungai Petani. And, you know, customers would give requests because, you know, we were like one of those bands. We did a lot of song requests and stuff. And there was a request for Thai song. There was a request for an Indian song. There was a request for a Chinese song. You know, all these song requests. So we went through these requests, you know, and the Sarawakian girl sang a Chinese song, and then the Malay guy sang a Thai song, and then the Chinese keyboardist sang a song in Tamil. I think it was one of those Elikat's song, you know, or whatever, it's sung in Tamil. But he did it brilliantly, you know. He did it brilliantly. And now I'm coming to the serious part of Malaysia. The serious part of Malaysia, as seen by people on stage performing. We've seen a lot of people, yeah. You know, I mean, like I could look at the camera and I could be looking at you in the eye and say, I've seen you. You know, I've seen you. I've seen you in all your glory. You know, when guys are drunk and they drink, they reveal a lot of things about their character, and they're sitting at their tables and they think that, you know, they think that that's their little world. They don't realize the guys on the stage are watching. So anyway, here we've done all these songs, and we get down on the stage, and there is one group of Chinese customers there, and there's one group of Indian customers there, you know, and various groups. So we did what we usually do is we just split off and we, you know, greeted the customers who were there. So the Sarawakian girl went over to the Chinese customers who requested a Chinese song and said, thank you very much, and, you know, I hope I sang this all right. And the Chinese keyboardist went over to the group of Indian customers and he says, hello, how are you guys doing? And, you know, I hope you were happy with the song that I sang. I tried to learn the language. And they got up. They shouted profanities at him. They wanted to beat him up. And they said, you know, they said, you, expletive. Why did you sing the Chinese song before you sang the Indian song? You know, why do you always have to give face to the Chinese first? And this guy was, what? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Here is a guy who spent, you know, hundreds of hours trying to learn how to pronounce your language correctly, and he delivered it beautifully, you know, perfect diction and everything. And all these guys could think of is why did that girl sing a Chinese song before they did the Indian Indian song, you know. So anyway, I don't know where the story is going, but somewhere along the way, Jacob, you said you want to, you're inspired to play the guitar and, go back into this performing thing. Let me tell you, there's a lot of shit you'll have to tolerate. There's just a lot of shit you'll have to tolerate, and then somehow or other you still have to find something in this music thing that gives you some joy and some pleasure, and can take away all that rubbish you have to live through. Yeah. And I'm not saying that the rubbish comes from any particular race. Every race does it. Yeah. There was once in Penang when we were due to play in some big hotel, along the Gurney Drive area there, and we were setting up equipment and getting ready for a sound check, and the hotel manager or the manager of that huge big, I don't know whether to call it a pub or to call it a huge big club kind of a thing, came up to my band manager and said, that guy, that dark-skinned guy, please get him off the band, yeah. I don't want any Indians on my stage. This happens. This is Malaysia, So anyway, Jacob, you want to play the guitar? You got to deal with all of this. And I had to suffer the indignity of not playing music for 3 months. My own band boys asked me to stay away because the manager, who himself was an Indian gang, or the agent, who was an Indian guy, asked me to stay away for 3 months so that the band could play in this place. Because some guy of a certain race didn't want anybody of the Indian race to be on stage in his place. And he said he was perfectly happy if we didn't have Indian customers, or whatever. Welcome to Malaysia. But I always feel in the morning the sun is gonna shine. In the morning the sun is gonna shine, and the moon will go away. This is a song that I wrote after that incident here, to remind myself that things will still turn good, and we never know why these things happen here. Why must the moon go away? In the morning, every day and every time. In the morning, the sun is gonna shine, and the moon will go away. Why? go away. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how somewhere in a smile she knows. All I got to do is think about her. Something in the style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how you're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around, it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how you're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around, it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how hey, you guys have sort of like stopped telling me what kind of songs you want to hear, yeah? Now you're stuck, because you're stuck after my little story about Sungai Petani, isn't it? So now you're afraid, oh God, whatever I say now, he's going to get offended. If I ask for a country song, you say, yeah, you want the White Rose thing, isn't it? If you ask for a countryman song, I say, oh, you want the Punjab Pai flow thing lah. If you ask for the blues, you say, oh, now you think I'm black lah, so then the Don McLean song, you ask for that Don McLean song, you're gonna kena because you say bye, bye. Oh, you're calling me bye. It's quite brilliant. You can take offense at anything, So I shall do for you a song by non-Punjabi, non-Chinese, non-Indian, non-lot of things lah, So when you come down to something and you say, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, then you're back down, somebody will say, yeah, it must be a jeweler. Where it began, I can begin to know it. But then again, it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring? Spring became the summer. Who'd believe you'd come along? Hands touching hands, reaching out to sing, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Oh, I feel inclined to believe they never would. Oh, now I look at the nights, they don't seem so lonely. We'd fill it up with only a tune. And when I heard hurting herself on my shoulder, how can I hurt when I'm holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out to sing, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Oh, I feel inclined to believe they never would. Girl, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I feel inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Carol. Little bit of Neil Diamond, oops, excuse me, gotta get this chair a bit more comfortable. Little bit of Neil Diamond, always good, yeah? Little bit of Neil Diamond, always good. Little bit of Dire Straits, always even better. Here I am again in this mean old town, and you're so far away from me. Try to make it out on my own when you're so far away from me. I just can't see. So far away from me. You're so far away from me. I'm tired of making out on my own when you're so far away from me. I'm tired of making out on the telephone when you're so far away from me. So far away from me. So far away. So far away from me. So far I just can't see. So far away from me. You're so far away from me. And I get so tired when I have to explain why you're so far away from me. See, you've been in the sun and I've been in the rain, and you're so far away from me. So far away from me. So far I just can't see. So far away from me. You're so far away from me. So far away from me. So far away from me. So far away. Hi Prem. Good morning, sir. You are very early coming in. Maybe inquire if everything is fine and all right, or were you already tipsy and coming in here to recover? That has also been known to happen. Where they go back, I said, darling, yeah. I was at the D. Louis pub, but I only had one drink. And the story of the 15 or 16 drinks somewhere else before that is quickly forgotten, yeah? Because it is determined, yes, this nice fellow was in this pub and he only had one drink here. Anyway, cool, good to see you here, sir. What was that about the drinks? Nala mudiyam kudika maten chattiyam me tangme. Never let it be said that I had never cracked a joke in Tamil, yeah? As this old auntie who used to do some house cleaning at my place, come in to the place, and invariably my house would be in a mess, and she'll have to clean up the place, and there'll be like guitars and cables and things all strung everywhere, and then she'll be scratching her head thinking, I thought this fellow was a decent fellow, then now all this mess, Then one day she just shook her head, looked at everything and said, "Vera vela illai." Took me some time to find out what exactly that meant. I don't speak the language, but what to do? Where was I? Oops, sorry. Songers interrupt us. We were doing this. it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, I've done all that I can. I beg, stole, and I borrow. But I'm easy. Oh, I'm easy. I'm easy. Oh, easy like Sunday morning. Why the world would anybody want to put chains on me? I paid my dues to make it. Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. But I'm not happy when I fake it. I'm easy. Oh, I'm easy. I'm easy. Oh, easy like Sunday morning. I wanna be high, so high. Wanna be free to do the things I do alright. Wanna be free, so free. That's why I'm easy. Oh, I'm easy. I'm easy. Oh, I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Hey. Wow, it has been an interesting night. For a night that never needed any, or never had any planning. It's where have we gone, yeah? We started off with the blues, and then we went to country, and then we did some countryman, and then we mixed up with the blues, and then we went to some nonsense, or we did Chinese song. How can I say nonsense, yeah? We talked about the road construction and maintenance industry in Malaysia, and then we went into how wonderful we are as a nation of wonderful brothers and sisters, and how we get along brilliantly, and we are truly muhibah country in Malaysia, yeah, we did that, and then we went to the housekeeper, and whatever, which sort of like brings me down into a winding down part of the thing. I'll be doing a last song. I will make this kind of a happy song. Yeah, make this kind of a happy song, and then for those of you in different time zones or whatever, and those of you insomniacs or whatever, you will notice that recently I've been posting about me also doing more online music work because my status is now that of a full-time musician. Yeah, my office place is under EMCO. That E means E. I'm not even allowed to go to the zone there. So just sit in the house and I just got to make music, And I'm trying to experiment to see also, apart from the other things, to see just how tough is it if you're just a pure, like full-time musician, and if you wanted to sort of like survive on just what you're doing in music, not easy, just not easy. But I went into this other site where it's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. I'm basically playing for tips. Guys go in and they throw flowers and bunga bunga, and they give some tips or whatever. And for every point that they give me in tips, I get about 2 cents Malaysian. I get yeah. So I got to do whatever is necessary to generate some things, and then if I'm a bit successful, the site itself gives me a little bit of an allowance. So if I'm lucky and I work about 4 hours a day there, then I can make about I don't know, about 30 ringgit in a day or something like that. But it's damn challenging, because you're just challenging against every other fellow, Seems like everybody's got a karaoke machine at home, is streaming something, and some of them hold guitars and they put on some backing soundtrack, but there's some really good performers. So anyway, I thought that, okay, I keep telling all my musician friends, stop bitching and moaning and go and find some job, yeah. Just whatever, go drive a taxi or do something. So I'm just sort of like mentally saying to myself that, okay, I've got nothing else, and it's just the music for me. So I'm going in there and trying to earn my daily bread. And to make the challenge even more interesting, the next day I have meals. I have meals based on whatever I earn today. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to see. I was actually hoping that, I can lose some weight in the process. But in Malaysia, the food, yeah. So I had 4 thosai for breakfast, and just before this I had 5 idli. 5, which is so bloody hungry, I had 5 idli, and then I'm going to go on and do my show. So if any of you guys want to, watch me suffer over there, I think I put the link somewhere. Yeah, the place is called Sessions Live. So if you type sessionslive.com, half an hour after this, it's like midnight Malaysia, I'll be there for about an hour at least. Sessionslive.com, you might see my face. Or if you want to go direct to my page, it's sessions with the letter S, sessionslive.com/Raggy879. I got no idea how they gave me this number. I suppose before me 878 Raggys went in and tried and died, So now I'm the 879th Raggy who's trying to make things work there. But in the meanwhile, life is good. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, where is the toddy shop? Where is the toddy shop? I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, and and the dark sacred nights. And I think to myself, yeah, where is the toddy shop? The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces, people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, hey brother, what toddy are you? I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, they learn much more than I'll ever know. But still I think, where's the toddy shop? The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, hey brother, got toddy are you? I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, they learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. You faulty-minded philosopher, you were thinking something else, huh? Yeah? I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, where's the where's the straighten it up, no nonsense. Where's the okay, I'll do it right now. What a wonderful toddy shop. Right, guys, I'll see you on Friday in the Facebook thing. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, all good. And please have a great week. Yeah, have a great week. Cool. See you all. Thank you for being here. Cheers.